Hey guys, this is Rich again, second video at the Lackawanna State Park. The reason why I'm out here today, looking to camp this weekend. Today is today is May 17th or 18th. It's a Sunday, so whatever's closer to that. But this weekend, this next coming weekend, I plan on camping up here. So I figured I'd take a walk up to the campsites that are around. You can reserve them, so I'm going to scout out and see which ones are best. One of the things I'm kind of concerned about is I plan on using my hammock. So if you're camping out in the middle of nowhere, hammocks are pretty good because typically in the middle of nowhere there's lots of trees. But if you camp at a campground, typically where the fire ring is, all the trees are all cleared out. So I figured the best thing to do would be to take a quick hike up here, scout it out. This is going to be my first time camping out in a long time. I've done a couple campouts with my son and Boy Scouts, but those have been in little tents, that the ready-made teepees that they had set up. So I'm going to be doing it by myself. So I'll look around and see what they have. We'll see if they have two trees that are pretty decent distance from each other. I can see that there's the Fox Run sites 51 through 65 are coming up pretty soon. That's a pet camping area. Let's take a peek at that. So I think we'll check these out first and hopefully find something good. Alright, so this is kind of what we're dealing with. Campsites are pretty clean, but here you can see is the fire ring. If I wanted to put two trees together, there's enough trees where I think it might be able to work. But I'd be pretty far away from the fire ring. So I think for this area I'm going to move on and see what's further up the hill here. I think somewhere they have camping sites that are for tents, not for big RVs, which you can see the parking pads on these sites are pretty big, which means that you're going to have lots of big campers up here, which, you know, is fun in its own right. When I was a kid, we stayed in a camper. Let's try this way. But I don't know, it's kind of unsightly to see that. If I'm going to go outside, and the whole point of this isn't to enjoy the woods, I want to see the woods. I don't want to see a giant big side of a bus parked a couple feet away. So our search continues. Alright. Kind of found a solution to my video problems that I posted in my last video. My concern was if I was just holding it in my hand the whole time, you'd be right at my nose. So what I did was, there were a couple of suggestions on a couple of forums that I looked at. In fact, one gentleman was kind enough to point me in the direction of, and I'll try to see if I can post it in the video if I can figure out how to do that. But basically these little items that are pretty small, they fit on the end of a hiking tip. I'm not planning on using any trekking poles or anything like that. I like to just grab a stick off the side of the road that's nice and firm and use that for a walking stick, which, you know, has its benefits. But what I got at Walmart, my wife picked up for me, I believe it's called a gorilla pod. It has the word gorilla in it somewhere. I could pick any stick up off the ground that I want. It's a tiny little tripod. And it basically coils around whatever you want it to. It's pretty sturdy. I'm using it right now. Again, if I can figure out how to do it, I'll post a picture of it in this video at some point so you can check it out. But I believe it's called Gorilla. It's been around for a while. It's nothing new, but it seems to work fairly well. Like I said, right now it looks like the video quality is a little bit better. At least you can see more of me, good or bad. Alright, so here we are to see Hemlock Grove. Sites 83 to 91, walk-in tenting. So that sounds kind of promising. So here's their walk-in tenting area. Not too bad. Pretty close though. Here's 84. There's 85. 86 is over here someplace. Don't see 87, but it's right up around the corner. Number 88. They're not bad. Pretty well maintained as far as you know, big junk line in the middle of the campsites go. Let's check out number 88 here. Nice little fire pit with the grill on top, so that's kind of nice. If you want to cook something, you don't have to worry about carrying a greasy grill around in your backpack. Another neat feature they have up here are these shepherd's hooks, I think they're called. But pretty easy for, or at least helpful for setting up a tent or a tarp. So this has some possibilities to it. One that I'm really kind of keen on is over here, around the corner. Number 87 seems to be at the end of the road, which is kind of nice. It's sort of isolated from the other few. See the fire pit right there again. Not quite as well in the repair that the other one was in, but not too bad. A little picnic table, and of course, again, I'll call it a shepherd's hook. Some vegetation over here on the side, which will kind of help dampen the noise quite a bit. I think I still can hear the highway from here, but at night it shouldn't be too bad. See, and then right up the hill over there, see if I can zoom in on it. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There it is. There's a little shack, bathrooms and things like that, so that's pretty close, right up the hill. Not too bad. With a little fire going, I could probably get up there and back pretty easy without getting lost in the middle of the night. So a little bit of cleanup. I'm thinking the parking lot's right over there, so I might even bring a rake with me, just to get all this stuff out of the way so I'm not crunching around in the middle of the night. But not too bad. I can still kind of see the RV area up there. Going to check the other area down to the left where it said no pets. But so far I think this number, what was it again, 87 is the choice, or the pick of the litter, so to speak. So we'll check out the no pet area and see how it goes. Little Fern is the name of the area, which also has, see, sites 92 to 96, but not necessarily walking, hiking, but no pets. Here's another good one, number 94. This is at the no pet area. Let's take a look. Pretty clean looking picnic table, relatively new compared to some of the other ones. They have kind of a mix of picnic tables up here. Some of them are all wood, which is typically the older ones. The newer ones have metal legs on it, or a frame, I guess, and just newer wood, I suppose. There's a fire pit, looks pretty good, pretty clean. There is some junk in it. Kind of sucks, but I guess anywhere you go you're going to see stuff like that. You just got to deal with it. But the view is pretty nice. This one's kind of bordering a hill, just like the other campsite is. But you can see that there's a little trail down there, so that might not be a bad option for a good hike. So here it is, number 94. I just took a quick tour of it, and it looks really good. Definitely going to keep that one remembered, and as far as my options go, I think that one's tip-top. So if you want to know more about parks in Pennsylvania, there's a website called explorepatrails.com. It's by the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. I'll post that. Basically gives you access to all the parks in PA that are run by the state, or at least that department. There's an iPhone, a mobile version of their website. I haven't seen a web app, but maybe they might have an iPhone app or something for Android. Well, anyways, that's kind of our quick tour of the camping area up here at Lackawanna State Park. I think I found two of them that are pretty good winners. Probably going to pick the last one because that seemed to be the cleaner of the two. Although the one that was the walk-in tent wasn't too bad, except for I just didn't like how close the tents were going to be put together. So if you wind up camping with somebody else, I'm kind of looking for more of a peaceful experience rather than a social one. Maybe at some point later on, after I get tired of camping by myself, maybe a group, kind of a camping adventure might be fun. But right now, I'm just kind of looking for something just sort of solo, quiet, that sort of thing. One thing I also forgot to do is post the weight update. I said I would do that in every video, just for my own personal log. I think the last time I shot a video was about 2 weeks ago. I think I hit 210, and I've hit a plateau over the past couple weeks, so I'm about 208, 207. At some point I did dip down to 206, but because of work and going away to conferences and stuff like that. The food they have there is ridiculous. So I think I kind of fell off the wagon a few times, but I'm definitely getting back on days like today. And of course, like I said, camping next weekend is another fat burner. So hopefully that'll be pretty well. So we'll see you next time. See you this weekend, I hope. And we'll be camping out at the Lackawanna State Park. So thanks.